Careful there, Finn, this isn't a playground, you know.
Mr. Tick-Tock, a jolly old clockmaker with a magnificent mustache, tinkered away in his workshop. The air buzzed with the tick-tock of countless clocks, gears spun, bells chimed, and cuckoo birds sang. His apprentice, young Finn, dusted shelves overflowing with springs, cogs, and pendulums. Finn, though eager, was a tad clumsy, often sending tools clattering to the floor.
What's that one, Mr. Tick-Tock? It looks magical.
Magical it might be, Finn. This, my boy, is a time weaver. Legend says it controls the very fabric of time.
Finn's jaw dropped. A clock that controlled time? He longed to touch its glowing gears to unravel its secrets. The Time Weaver hummed with an energy that drew Finn in. He snuck glances at it while Mr. Tick-Tock stepped out for his afternoon tea. The clock's intricate gears seemed to beckon him closer.
Just one peek wouldn't hurt.
He traced the clock's smooth surface, his fingers tingling with anticipation. There, nestled among the gears, was an empty slot, just the right size for the glistening ruby gear he'd found earlier. Without thinking, Finn picked up the ruby gear. It pulsed with a warmth that made his heart race. He slipped it into the empty slot. The workshop went dark. A low hum vibrated through the room, building into a deafening roar. When Finn opened his eyes, the Time Weaver was bathed in blinding light.
Time sprites, Finn, what have you done?
Then, with a pop and a sizzle, tiny figures tumbled out of the clock's face. They zipped and zoomed, leaving trails of shimmering dust. The time sprites, mischievous creatures of pure time energy, giggled and flitted about, disrupting the clocks and sending the workshop into chaos.
We have to catch them, Finn. If those sprites get loose in the world, time itself will unravel.
He tossed the dust into the air, revealing a shimmering portal behind the Time Weaver.
This will lead us to the heart of time. Ready yourself, Finn, this is no ordinary journey.
Finn, terrified but determined, followed Mr. Tick-Tock into the swirling portal. They tumbled through a kaleidoscope of gears and clock faces, the air filled with the chimes of countless clocks. They landed with a thump on a cloud-like platform held aloft by giant clock hands. Below them stretched a breathtaking world of cogs, pendulums, and towering clock towers. The time sprites, giggling uncontrollably, wreaked havoc on this world. They spun gears in reverse, sped up pendulums, and even tried to tip over a giant hourglass.
We have to round them up?
He pulled out a net woven from shimmering threads of time, perfect for catching the mischievous sprites. The chase was on. Finn, surprisingly agile, leaped across spinning gears and slid down giant pendulums. He even managed to outsmart a group of sprites trying to trap him in a cage of clock hands. Mr. Tick-Tock, using his knowledge of time, herded the sprites towards the open portal. One by one, the sprites, exhausted from their joyride, were captured and returned to the Time Weaver. Safely back in the workshop, Mr. Tick-Tock placed the last sprite back into the clock. The ruby gear clicked, the portal closed, and the workshop was bathed in its familiar, comforting light. Finn, exhausted but exhilarated, looked at Mr. Tick-Tock with newfound respect.
I understand now, time is precious. We can't just let it slip away.
Mr. Tick-Tock smiled warmly.
Indeed, Finn, every second counts, and it's our job to keep time ticking along, steadily and true.
From that day on, Finn treated every tick of the clock with respect. He learned that while time could be magical, it was also a gift, to be cherished and used wisely. And so, the tick-tock of the workshop continued, filled with the wisdom of time and the laughter of a clockmaker and his apprentice.